Please be advised that this video is for the sole purpose of entertainment. Any views are purely my own, are subjective, and may not necessarily be true. All photos have been found on the public domain, and I am using them under the fair use and fair dealing guidelines. I urge everybody to do their own research. Well, hello, it's Murky Meg here. It's Tuesday, the 20th of August, and dear, oh dear, oh me, what a 24 hours it's been. So lo and behold, it seems the Hapless 2 took yet another private jet. If you're counting, that's 4 in the last 11 days. And once again, the media clocked them. Well, I say media. Yet again, it was mega media that was used for these photos. If you've no idea what I'm talking about, go and have a look at my previous video. I've put a link in the description below, and then you'll be all caught up. What followed after this news hit was a media onslaught like I have never seen it before, with not just the media outcry, but the public outcry as well. How can so-called eco-warriors justify the carbon-bursting jet setting that they've been doing while lecturing the plebs about how we all need to do our bit to stop the clock on global warming? Then hours later, up pops a tweet from Elton John. What struck me as odd was the fact that he felt the need to address this situation because, let's face it, he's not really known for his saviour attitude, is he? His tweet confirmed that not only did he cover the cost of their private jet, let them stay in their £15 million mansion in Nice, but also made a donation to offset their carbon footprint. Elton tweeted, "I'm deeply distressed by today's distorted and malicious account in the press surrounding the Duke and Duchess of Sussex private stay at my home in Nice last week. Prince Harry's mother, Diana, the Princess of Wales, was one of my dearest friends. I feel a profound sense of obligation to protect Harry and his family from the unnecessary press intrusion that contributed to Diana's untimely death." I'm not going to read the rest because, quite frankly, it's a load of drivel. And basically, it's all about them needing protection, solace and tranquility, and they needed to have a private jet to get them there. And the fact is that because Harry and Meghan are so eco-conscious, good old godparent Elton John has made a huge fat donation to offset their carbon footprint. Hooray! He finishes his long, rambling tweet by saying, "I highly respect and applaud both Harry and Meghan's commitment to charity, and I'm calling on the press to cease the relentless and untrue assassinations on their character that are spuriously crafted on an almost daily basis." Yep, sod the fact that you've just burned a massive hole in the ozone layer. I've paid for the trees to cover this mess. Sorry, Elton, mate, it really doesn't work like that. It's such a shame that Elton didn't actually do his homework. Sadly, it could take a tree planted today 320 years to capture carbon from their flights, and these so-called schemes made no meaningful difference towards the goal of world net zero carbon emissions. Many campaigners and climate scientists believe that the focus should be on reducing the number of flights, not paying for the CO2 savings elsewhere, which could take years to take effect and have little guarantee of working. This whole carbon footprint offset is just a way for the privileged elite to justify their lavish jet-set lifestyles and ease the burden of guilt. It's a total scam, in my honest opinion. Elton also used the Diana connection yet again. I'd like to remind everyone that Elton and Diana actually fell out spectacularly because he used images of her and her two sons on a strange coffee table book with images that could have angered the Queen, so she didn't speak to him for a very long time. They only reconciled after Versace died. A couple of hours after Elton's tweet, up pops a tweet from Ellen, bless her, telling us and the media that we're all bullies and that they visited with Harry and Meghan while recently in London and confirmed that they are the most down-to-earth people ever. Right, if you say so, Ellen. And then Pink chimes in with the most random tweet defending the Hapless 2. What's with all this camaraderie on one single day? What's snapped? Is everyone jumping on the bandwagon and genuinely caring, or, as I suspect, is it for publicity and a secret nod to the failing fools of Frogmore? What gets me is, do they actually know anything that genuinely happens in the UK today? How we struggle to pay the bills while you all fly private and have a jolly good laugh, just how stinking rich they all are. Someone really needs to have a word with Elton, that if he thinks that protecting the environment was as simple as giving a donation to offset their emissions, there wouldn't be an issue, as we could just tax all the rich people flying here, there and everywhere. Do any of them actually really know what's going on in the UK, or are they just quick to jump to defend the two people that are crying wolf because the tide has turned due to their own selfish actions? If you think I'm talking rubbish, go look at the Sussex's latest Instagram woke quote comments. You might have to be quick because they're being deleted fast. No longer are the fans in the majority. More and more people on the back of this jet-setting palaver are standing up and voicing their disgust at the sheer hypocrisy of it. You can't preach, demand respect, and act like the way you have and still expect people to fall at your feet. It doesn't work like that. What this last 11 days has shown the world is just how little you actually care about the British public. So I'm taking bets. Who's the next celeb to jump on that bandwagon? Oprah? Obama? George Looney Clooney? Yet again? Could it be that every so-called celebrity can't wait to jump on that bandwagon and feed off the publicity? Little do they realise that this circus can only have one ending. The patience of the British public who support these two will soon be exhausted. It's clear to everyone that people are losing patience, and those that liked and supported them are now realising just how hypocritical they really are. Take a look at Ellen's Instagram post regarding this, and you'll see that the tide in the British public's feelings have definitely turned, and it's not just the media now that don't like them. How long can this continue? What is being done to show the public that the monarchy has full control of the situation? Because where I'm sitting, yes, I know, I have a very low branch in all of this. It's breaking the reputation in two. If left uncontrolled and not addressed, a republic may well be the only outcome once the Queen passes. And that breaks my heart. How can we trust anyone that lets these two do exactly as they like? I'd just like to end on the fact that royals aren't allowed to accept gifts. I went to the royal.com website and it outlines the rules for gifts and hospitality. Look for yourselves. It clearly states that no gifts, including hospitality or services, should be accepted which would or might appear to place a member of the royal family under any obligation to the donor. In this regard, before accepting any gift, careful consideration should always be given, wherever practicable, to the donor, the reason for and occasion of the gift, and the nature of the gift itself. Not only did Elton provide his luxury pad, pay for their private jet, he made a donation in their name as well. This is blatant misuse of privilege in my personal opinion, but there's one question I want to raise. Why has Buckingham Palace stayed quiet? That, to me, says more about this circus than anything. The palace silence is deafening. But what do you think? Do you think that Elton should be allowed to give them these freebies? Should they be allowed to take them? What's the tax implication because Meghan is actually an American citizen? Does she have to declare this to the IRS? As always, I would very much love your thoughts and your comments. And if you've liked this video, please click the like button, hit the subscribe and hit that notification bell because then you get to know when I have released a new video. I thank you very much for watching. Please please check back again and I will do another video very, very soon.